We got Chipotle at home, and I'm gonna show y'all how to make this real easy Chipotle bowl at home and to save your coins. You see that? That look good. First, you finna start off with seasoning your meat of choice. I got boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I deboned and de-skinned myself. I used adobo, some Cajun style seasoning, garlic powder, and onion powder. And you can use whatever meat you want. Steak, you could put shrimp, you could do chicken breast. I love Chipotle sofrito, so you could use that too. It's your bowl, so you're gonna choose whatever you want. I also added some sazon, some Taco Bell seasoning. Just make sure you're not putting a lot of salt, because most of the seasoning you're using has salt already, so you might not need to put no salt. And you want to make sure it's well seasoned. Go ahead and mix it up, and if you feel like you need more seasoning, you can add as much seasoning as you want. Just make sure it's not salty. And of course, I added me some complete because I love using some complete. I went ahead and I mixed it up some more, making sure everything get coated. So you see how well seasoned it is. You're gonna go ahead and wrap it up and put it in the fridge just to marinate for a little bit while you're preparing everything else. Of course, you're gonna need some fresh cilantro. You're gonna use your cilantro for your cilantro lime rice, to season your beans if you're making beans, and to garnish your plate. I use jasmine rice because that's my favorite type of rice. And as you can see right here, I measured out my rice because jasmine rice can be very tricky. And if you Haitian, you already know about that spring onion. And all I did was put a little bit of oil, some butter, and a little bit of salt. And you see how fluffy my rice was? It's not mushy, it's fluffy, and that's how you want your rice. And of course, I use canned beans because I ain't got all day to be waiting for my beans to be cooking, okay? So yes, I use canned beans. I put some adobo, some Norse chicken bouillon, some butter. I also added some onion and some cilantro to it, and I let that cook down. If you don't like beans, you don't have to make beans. You're gonna make your bowl how you want it, but I love beans. I always usually put black beans, and I be putting brown beans. Well, pinto beans. And now I'm finna do my pinto beans. I went ahead and I cooked it the same way with some cilantro, some onion, butter, adobo, and some Norse seasoning. And y'all, these beans came out so good, y'all. Like, very flavorful, not salty, but had a great flavor. And I also added a little bit of water to the black beans and the pinto beans. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make my corn salsa. I use canned corn, but you can use fresh corn or you can use frozen corn. If you're gonna use frozen corn, you're gonna cook it down just like this. You're finna cook it down just like this with some butter and add a little bit of sugar so it could be a little sweet, you know. Then you're gonna put it to the side in the fridge so it could cool down. Then you're going to go ahead and cut up your red onion. You want it to be really small dice or brunoise. You don't want big chunks of onions. You don't want to be biting into big chunks of onions. That's nasty. And you're going to also be doing your jalapeno. I didn't have jalapeno, but you do need jalapeno for this recipe. You're going to go ahead and add your onion to your corn. I used half the red onion, but you don't have to use as much if you don't really like that onion flavor as much. But I used half the red onion, and I had a small red onion, as y'all can see. I went ahead and I added my cilantro and I added my lime. And you're gonna go ahead and mix it up, mix it well so everything could get coated. Of course, you could add you a little bit of salt or, you know, black pepper, but I didn't add anything to it besides the cilantro and lime. And I went ahead and I put it in the fridge so it could completely cool, and so all the flavors come marry together. Then I went ahead and I cooked my chicken thighs. Like I said before, you could choose whatever type of meat you want. You could do sofrito, you could do steak, you could do shrimp, you could do chicken breast. Like, you choose whatever you want. But I had chicken thighs, so that's what I used. While my chicken was cooking, I went ahead and I put some of my rice. I used half of my jasmine rice to do the cilantro lime rice, and the other half I left it plain so my mom could eat. So for my cilantro lime rice, of course you're gonna need some lime and you're gonna use some cilantro. I didn't put too much lime because I don't like that extra limey flavor in my rice. but it came out perfect. It was fire. And y'all can see how I'm mixing up my rice. I'm not like mushing it down or nothing. I'm like fluffing it up. Fluffing it up so I could get everything mixed together, but I'm not smushing it so it don't be mushy or nothing like that. You want to fluff it as you're mixing it together. When you searing your meat, you want to make sure it's brown on all sides. If there's pieces that's not cooked yet or nothing, you want to make sure you flip it so it can cook. You want your meat to be cooked throughout, unless you're doing steak and you want your steak to be medium rare or medium well. But any type of poultry, you need your poultry to be cooked throughout or you're going to be sick. I forgot to say, you could also do pulled pork too. Pulled pork or shredded beef. That would be bomb in the bowl too. I might try that next time. Then I did add a little bit of water so it can fully cook through and so it can be juicy to make a little gravy, you know. I did shred my own Monterey Jack. I got this Monterey Jack cheese from Aldi. I went ahead and I shredded it up. And you will use this Monterey Jack to put on top of your bowl. You will use it to make your own queso blanco if you got time to do all that. I don't really care for queso blanco in my bowls, but if you like queso blanco or queso in your bowls, you'll go ahead and use that type of cheese, with your peppers and stuff to make your queso. You're finna go ahead and assemble your bowl. The only thing I didn't put in my bowl was lettuce. I usually do put lettuce in my bowl, and I didn't have that. And I didn't have no vinaigrette, the honey vinaigrette, and that's a must for me when I go to Chipotle. So next time I will try to make that. But as y'all can see, I already put my rice, I put my beans, I put my chicken, and I always get extra corn salsa. I love this is one of my favorite things to put in my bowl, the corn salsa. So I loaded it up with the corn salsa, of course. Of course, y'all need that sour cream. So I loaded it up with sour cream as well. And I got this guac from Aldi, and it's fire. This is one of my favorite pre-made guacs. It's really good. So if you like guac, go ahead and try that. Then I put my Monterey Jack cheese on top. At this point, you'll put your queso, you'll put your red salsa, or your green salsa, or your pico de gallo. Then your lettuce, and you will lather it with some honey vinaigrette, baby. But as y'all can see, I just put some cilantro. I didn't put no lettuce, and I didn't have the honey vinaigrette, which I regretted. But it was still bomb. It was fine now. But that honey vinaigrette, oh my gosh. If you know, you know. I did forget to drizzle my green sauce that I had got from Walmart, which I'm finna show y'all in a little bit. That green sauce was fire. It's spicy. It added every little thing I needed it to add. Yeah, I got this Melinda's green sauce from Walmart to replace the green salsa that I usually get on my bowls from Chipotle. And we finna act like this grape raspberry sparkling ice was a blackberry Izzy, okay? Comment down below what drink you usually get when you go to Chipotle, but I always get a blackberry Izzy. If you know, you know. Them things fire. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my cooking channel, Cooking with Cece, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Thanks for watching.